ammunition that appears to be 5 rounds of 8mm Mauser on a stripper clip with the words anti-ICE written on one of the bullets.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. The FBI is calling it a targeted attack. Vice President Vance blames political rhetoric from the left.
If your political rhetoric encourages violence against our law enforcement, you can go straight to hell.
And Vance mentioned California Governor Gavin Newsom by name in his speech in North Carolina. The Democrat responded on X. He won't be going straight to hell, though. When he watches the vice president speak, Newsom wrote he feels like he's already there. Speaking of the Trump deportation agenda, Democrats have protested.
A federal judge ruled it is unconstitutional to tie federal disaster funding from FEMA to cooperation on immigration enforcement actions. District Court Judge William Smith called the contested conditions arbitrary and capricious. A group of 20 Democratic attorneys general filed the federal lawsuit in May after the administration threatened to withhold billions of dollars in disaster relief funds unless states agreed to certain immigration actions.
Fox's Jared Halbert of the White House, where later this morning, President Trump will host Turkey's leader for talks talking about the war in Gaza and Russia's war in Ukraine, days after the president called out NATO allies like Turkey that continue to buy Russian oil, which he says funds the war. There are reports the president's newly appointed U.S. attorney in Virginia will ask a grand jury to indict former FBI Director James Comey
for allegedly lying to Congress. The probe centers on whether he lied during his September 30th, 2020 testimony about his handling of the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 presidential
America's
election.
Listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
How long will this stick around? It's raining and 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 75 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. You've probably seen plenty of rain this week, and it'll be sticking around for the next few hours.
You can expect a few showers through the morning, especially south and east of Indianapolis, although most of the area should be drying out here right after the morning commute.
Forecaster Alex McGinnis at the National Weather Service says after the rain moves out, dry weather, highs in the 70s and 80s today and through the weekend. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita warned the Indianapolis City County Council not to restrict the Marion County Sheriff's Office from working with ICE.
Our purpose, at least my purpose of our last public safety meeting, was to delve into the basis for which the sheriff was working with the federal authorities for ICE detainees.
At a meeting last night, Councilor Dan Boots responded as Rokita said Indiana law forbids local governments from interfering with federal immigration enforcement and vowed legal action if necessary. The state's economic development audit drops next week. Jake McDaniel breaks it all down.
Governor Mike Braun is already promising changes to how the agency handles your money.
We have a new investment policy in place to make sure investment dollars stay in Indiana.
He told Wish TV,
the Indiana Economic Development Foundation has not accepted any new contributions since April. That was another entity within the IEDC, and we are putting together a plan to wind it down.
Braun also says that while the audit confirmed the need for more accountability, no criminal activity was found. Secretary of Commerce David Adams says they are committed to fixing any issues pointed out in the report. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Scoring threats are everywhere. That's what Indianapolis Colts linebacker Zaire Franklin is saying about the team's next opponent, the LA Rams.
Weapons, obviously, all over the field. Puka's obviously the engine that gets that team going. I got a lot of respect for Kyron Williams as a running back, too. Just his vision, his footwork. So we got a tall task this week, but I like our plan.
And the Colts are 3-0 up top the AFC South. They haven't been 3-0 for, well, a long time, 16 years, and at that point they went to the Super Bowl. Long way to go. Kickoff Sunday at 4:05. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute. It is 6:04.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, save on new Toyota trucks with low APR financing, including 2025 Tacomas with 3.99%, or Tundras, just 1.75 APR for 72 months.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. grand opening savings, and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc. Tacoma monthly payment for 60 months, 1841, and Tundra 1464 per thousand financed. Expires 9/30.
All right, south side, northbound 65 slows going into the south split from Raymond Street. That is a construction zone. Outside of that, looking pretty good right now if you're coming up from Greenwood. What is up, Johnson County? Great to have you. Everything looking good from State Road 44 Franklin up to 465 on the south side. And, of course, as you approach 465, you get into that construction slowdown where it breaks with 465. Just please be careful. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's happening?
Hey, Tony, good morning. We are monitoring kind of a quick little downpour that's rolling through the southern part of the metro area around the Johnson County, Morgan County areas. Heads up if you are coming in from the south side here. This isn't going to be an all-day thing. In fact, gone in the next few hours, the last hurrah of our rain chances. We'll see decreasing clouds later this afternoon. Nice temperatures, too. Today's high 76. Tonight, we're mostly clear, a little cooler. Watch out for some areas of fog, especially east of the city. A low down to 56. Friday, beautiful, sunny, warmer, a high of 78. And no problems this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, plenty of sunshine and highs warm into the low 80s.
That is Marcus Bailey of Wish TV. Thank you, Marcus. Always appreciated. 63 degrees right now in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:07.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard Air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
Release of the IEDC. Now, full disclosure, the Braun team did reach out saying, hey, would you like to do an interview? And I said, no, next week, please. Because I wanted to make sure I understood what we were looking at here about the IEDC, the Indiana Economic Development Corp. Because without an understanding of what it is we're dealing with, what's the point of the interview? We'll get a lot of talk. It'll sound interesting, but I won't have asked the right questions. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. As a matter of concept, as we've discussed here, I have zero issue with the idea of an IEDC. It's inventive. It's creative. It's very Hoosier. The idea that we'll create a group to go after the businesses and bring them here is smart. The idea that the businesses will just show up here is laughable. One of the biggest problems that exists on the political right. My people, I won't say our, I don't know who's listening. Everybody's listening. The whole state is listening to the show. Is that they believe that things will just happen as if competition isn't taking place. Competition is taking place. Does that mean you sell your soul? You give up everything? Multi-year tax abatements and all the jazz? Gosh, no. It should mean we're working aggressively on the legislative side to make it easier to open businesses and build businesses here. Because if it's easier to operate, more people will come, taxes be damned. We always think it's about taxes. It isn't always about taxes. It's much more about leave me alone than taxes. If you leave me alone, if the tax rate is a different of 1%, 1.5%, yeah, but I'm being left alone. I'm not in favor of high taxes either, and I would get rid of all personal income taxes. I would abolish the IRS, but leave that to the side. Again, having a group going after business, being smart is valuable. Saying we don't do anything to grow an economy is ridiculous. It's childlike. It's pseudo-intellectual. It doesn't pass a single litmus test. This is different than, let's say, the concept of something called Elevate Ventures. The idea that we're going to take taxpayer money, put it into a fund run by a group of people, and they're going to invest in businesses and engage in the picking of winners and losers. I oppose that. I oppose that. And the people who run Elevate Ventures, I think I've made myself perfectly clear. And you can point to any quote-unquote success that you like. If you are deciding who wins and who loses, the answer is no. We need to be most aggressive to showing our story and how easy it is to build here. Now, this is also a different conversation than concepts of capital. Well, you see, Tony, that's what just it is. We're getting capital to these businesses so they can grow. What are we doing to encourage more capital formation and capital investment in the state of Indiana? Might take a much different tact, other than here you go, here you go, here you go. But this audit done of the IEDC, discussing how the group has worked, and the release of this audit, I cheer. This is good stuff. What I'm having a little trouble following is the story that broke yesterday from the Indy Star. The Three Kings, top IEDC official and his partners, received $180 million in IEDC contracts. What am I looking at here? Haley Colombo, Marissa, is it Meador, M-E-A-D-O-R, and Kayla Dwyer. By the way, wasn't Kayla Dwyer with another group most recently? No, I'm thinking of somebody else. I apologize. They write a story that goes after Dave Roberts, Paul Mitchell, and Chad Pittman. I don't know Paul, and I don't know Chad, but I know Dave. I don't lie about anything. I'm trying to figure out from this story, in specifically in the subject of Dave Roberts, what he actually did wrong. What is this, a conversation that he put money in his own pocket? Is this idea that he gave money to a group and then worked at the group? Is this, again, about the picking of winners and losers and Toto? Was there anything valuable that came out of the work that was done? So I've read this and I'm reading it again, and I'll read it again. I'm not interested in any level of pylon. I'm interested in understanding what we do as a state, how we grow and how we build. And I'll talk more about the IEDC coming up. As a concept, we should be going after business. We should be aggressively going after it. The question is, how do we go after it? And if the answer is we don't do anything, we're Indiana, well, I will say to you, that is amongst the most ignorant responses I would ever hear. I laud the audit. I want to see what's what. That won't be out for a couple days yet. We'll discuss it when it is. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick making the IEDC audit public at 6:32. Brought to you by the proud members of the Indiana Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions who build Indiana. We are LIUNA.
Zillow ranks Indianapolis number 2 among 2025's hottest markets. Home values have risen and are holding strong. Now is a great time to sell. Hire the team with proven systems to maximize your equity. Sell your home with Mark Dietl. Perhaps you're worried with a challenging market you won't sell your home for the price it's worth. Mark Dietl guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. Listen to what Dan and Casey in Indianapolis had to say about working with Mark Dietl. It was time to downsize, and we needed to sell our old house quickly at full value. Mark Dietl made it happen. We got our asking price in a few weeks without any repairs or an appraisal. Call the local Indianapolis agent I trust and recommend, and the agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietl at 317-755-4232 for all the details, or go online to markdietl.com. That's Mark, DIETEL.com. And be sure to tell him Rob sent you.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
Downtown crash reported northbound 6570 on the approach to the north split. No delay at the moment. There is a slowdown on northbound 65 going into the south split for Raymond Street. That is construction. Traffic sponsored by ParkWiz. Make parking the easiest part of your night with ParkWiz. Reserve ahead and roll right in without circling for parking. Save up to 50% off a secured space. Smarter parking starts here. Download the ParkWiz app today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 63 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:15.
So with all the choices of where you could buy your furniture and mattresses, here's why you should purchase your new Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers or Flex Steel Furniture, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy or Stearns and Foster mattresses, or Berlin Gardens and Pollywood outdoor furniture from Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Unmatched customer service during and after the sale. Have a service issue, they're just one call away. They deliver and set up for free if you live within 75 miles of their store in Columbus. Saves you hundreds. Family owned, worth the very short drive. ThompsonFurniture.net.
Truck drivers and owner-operators, there's never been a better time to team up at Schneider. We have more team-friendly loads than ever, including express delivery parcel freight that offers great miles with no delays to keep the wheels turning. Plus, for a limited time, company team drivers may be eligible for a sign-on bonus of up to $16,000. Owner-operator teams may qualify for a $10,000 incentive. Explore team driver positions at SchneiderJobs.com and search team contracting jobs at SchneiderOwnerOperators.com.
The fall planting season is here, and Sundown Gardens wants to help you with all your landscape needs. The nursery lot is bursting with a high-quality selection of trees and shrubs, and there are some selections up to 50% off. Now's a great time to take advantage of season-ending sales, too. Herbaceous perennials 30 to 50% off, and pottery 50% off. Sundown Gardens, located on the corner of 186th Street and Spring Mill Road in Westfield, sundown.gardens.com. That's sundown.gardens.com.
Seems like there's more identity theft in the news every day.
Another major healthcare breach was reported today, resulting in the exposure.
Now 1 in 4 consumers have been a victim of identity theft.
That's because there are endless places that could accidentally expose you to identity theft, in a breach, or simply by mistake. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national-level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
Tune in to the Absolute Retirement Planning Show.
When retirement comes about, we're now relying on what we have saved to meet those needs.
Sundays at 9 a.m. right here on 93 WIBC.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
The FBI continues its investigation into the shooting on ICE agents in Dallas. And one of the very strange arguments being made is ICE agents weren't shot at. A detainee was killed. I can't believe you're saying ICE agents were shot at. That didn't happen. That's a weird argument from weird people. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. The family saying, had no idea he was like this, didn't think he could shoot like this. Matter of fact, don't think he can shoot like that. Never a political guy. Okay. And then that's what you think. But there he is on the scene. There's the ammunition with the anti-ICE messages scrawled on them. Let the investigation continue. But the idea that because a detainee was killed and an ICE agent wasn't killed, well, therefore it wasn't about ICE agents, that is surreal. And yet that is the argument that there are people on the left making. I certainly can't say everybody. I could say just one of them is laughable. Two is insane. It is what it is. And the only way out is through. I'm not going to follow up on that one. I have discussed enough on that subject. Sophistry, lying, gaslighting doesn't help us. Why would it help anybody saying, oh, a detainee was killed? This is something different. I can't believe you'd say it's about ICE. How does that help anybody? How does that help us honestly address what's happening, which is people who are ginned up to hating Trump, Republicans, MAGA, conservatives, anybody who disagrees with them, ICE. ICE is fascist. ICE is this. ICE is that. We have heard this time and again and again and again. You keep saying these things, bad things will happen. Is there personal responsibility? Of course there's personal responsibility in every way. But you don't think this kind of stuff leads to other things? Trump incites, but this isn't? And what is this? Well, to explain it, you know.
We're gonna need a montage. Ooh, it takes a montage. That's called a montage. Girl, we want a montage. We need a montage. Even Rocky had a montage. Always fade out in a montage.
Good advice. Always fade out in a montage. This is nothing but guests from MSNBC.
ICE is looking more and more like an American Gestapo.
They're huddled around the elevator banks in masks without identifying information. What a terrifying, these are Gestapo tactics.
But it has created this year, as they've seen, the kind of fascist ICE Gestapo militias go round up Latino American citizens in places like LA.
ICE agents, masked ICE Gestapo agents, getting more funding than any other law enforcement agency in the history of the United States.
ICE running Gestapo-like around our country.
The Gestapo had the same function. It was there to draw a distinction between us and them. It was not federally, it was controlled by the leader.
I'm only halfway through it. And here we are. This is the subject. The people screaming Trump threat to democracy, MAGA threat to democracy, Republicans threat to democracy, conservatives threat to democracy, anybody who disagrees with me threat to democracy, or add fascist, or add whatever it is you want to add. We're not going to discuss this? We're not going to have a conversation about lowering the temperature and toning down the rhetoric? I put forth to you, with maybe the aside of John Fetterman, no one on the left is trying to lower the rhetoric. Lower the tone, lower the temperature. No one. Absolutely no one. Over at Amazon, a recall of 500,000 products. It's an interesting mix. A lot of kids stuff, or stuff for kids. So you've got children's helmets, crib mobiles, right? Baby loungers. Then you've got portable fans, dressers, power banks. It's a whole bunch of stuff that's on the list here. I will say that these power banks, which are made by a group called Anker, A-N-K-E-R, I use some of their products. The lithium-ion battery could overheat, posing a fire and burn hazards. So you may want to check. There's a fan called an Icy Breeze Buddy portable misting fan. It seems like something I need to get from Matt Baer. He needs an Icy Breeze Buddy portable misting fan. Immediately, if not sooner. But check Amazon, see if you've got anything that's a part of that recall. And for President Trump, allow me, sir. I have no interest in an investigation into the United Nations about sabotage. Now, it is messed up. He shows up at the United Nations. People at the UN joked that they would stop the escalators so he couldn't get to where he needs to go. He'd have to walk up the stairs. And him and Melania Trump, the first lady, get on an escalator, and the escalator stopped. I mean, it stopped. They jerked forward. They didn't fall, but it could have been bad. It did stop. Then the teleprompter didn't work for the first 15 minutes of his speech. And then when he got off the stage there at the UN, he asked his wife, how'd I do? She said, I couldn't hear a word you said because the microphone or the speakers in the UN weren't working. You could only hear the president if you had your earpiece in. Now, I'm telling you that it was, it's exactly the kind of childlike nonsense that progressives would do. And so for President Trump, I don't want an investigation. Why are you wasting your time, sir? Stop funding them. No more money. Start throwing people out of the country right now. Oh, no, they'll find who did it. Give up their parking spaces and their free meals and their cushy life, pretending to actually do something for the planet. They'll find who did it. Or they'll tell you people who did it. Watch them run scared. Stop funding them, sir. Don't waste my time with a whole bunch of nonsense. It's not necessary. No funding. Starting now. That's what they get for shutting off escalators. They'll learn. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Southwest side crash, southbound 465 after Kentucky Avenue. No delay at the moment. We have a crash northbound 6570 heading into the north split. And then northbound 65 on the south side. Stop and go traffic after Keystone Avenue into the south split. Delayed 3 minutes. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
We're going to talk autism with Dr. Jim Dalton, the CEO at Daymar Services.
Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Cindy Druba, office manager for CSE Morse, needed a paperless solution, so she called on Applied Innovation.
We weren't paperless, and more companies are going paperless, and we wanted to have the option.
How has Applied Innovation's DocuWare solution helped your staff?
It's nice to have everything at my fingertips. You know, I'm not, digging in this drawer, digging in that drawer. I can just put in my search criteria and up they pop.
Applied Innovation even helps scan your documents.
We had 7 years of stored records, bankers' boxes upon bankers' boxes, and we used Applied to have, they actually scanned and stored all those documents for us.
And the bottom line benefit to using Applied Innovation?
Saved us a lot of time and a lot of space. Time is money.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple, backed by a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
Do you have an idea for a book, fiction, nonfiction, or a children's book? We can help you put it together and bring it to market at Dorrance Publishing. We have thousands of testimonials from people just like you that we've helped get their books sold in stores and online. We've even got a service called The Writer's Coach. It's perfect for people that have a book idea in their head and they just need someone to help them put it on paper. Dorrance Book Publishing has been helping people just like you who have a book idea, written or not, for over 100 years. Imagine being counted among the most famous authors in the world with your very own book. Call right now and let us help you turn a book idea into reality. It's easier than you think. You just need a little help. Call us now.
800-879-4098. 800-879-4098. 800-879-4098. That's 800-879-4098.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What we know about a shooting at a Dallas ice facility yesterday. Rain, 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 75. The rain's going to move out in a few hours. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. A person was killed and 2 others critically wounded Wednesday after somebody with a gun opened fire at an ice facility in Dallas, Texas.
Since President Trump returned to the White House, there have been dozens of attacks on ICE officers. The shooter has been identified as 29-year-old Joshua John, who shot and killed himself after opening fire on that ICE facility in Dallas. He left behind ammunition that appears to be 5 rounds of 8mm Mauser on a stripper clip with the words anti-ICE written on one of the bullets. The rifle, a bolt-action German model. There was no scope attached. Now, just a few days ago, California Governor Gavin Newsom signed a bill banning law enforcement officers, including ICE agents, from covering their faces. Newsom repeatedly asking at a press conference, "What are you afraid of?"
That's Fox's Lucas Tomlinson reporting in Dallas this morning. Disney could face legal action from shareholders over briefly suspending Jimmy Kimmel. The list returned on Tuesday after comments about the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk. President Trump calls the UN escalator malfunction this week anything but. He's saying it was absolute sabotage.
The president calling for arrests to be made related to an escalator at the United Nations that abruptly stalled as soon as he and the First Lady stepped onto it. He called the incident absolutely sabotage, pointing to a Times of London report that said UN staffers had been overheard joking that they might turn off the escalator switch and make the president walk. A UN spokesperson suggesting without evidence that it was a member of the Trump entourage that may be to blame for the escalator mishap.
That's Fox's Krista Mayo reporting. And a police chase in Avon yesterday ended with a car slamming into a utility pole. Deputies tried to stop the car at a gas station. It took off, hit another car, and then crashed. The impact cracked. The windshield blew out the airbags and crashed the passenger side. The cops pulled 2 people out. 1 person is in custody, say Avon police, and the other person was released. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. The Indiana Economic Development Corporation's Board of Directors has approved the public release of a forensic audit of the agency and affiliated entities. But it will be next week before the public gets a look at the document. Governor Mike Braun ordered the audit in April, citing unspecified concerns about potential impropriety at the IEDC. At its quarterly board meeting Wednesday, the board approved the public release of the audit and also voted to allow Elevate Ventures, the state's venture capital spinoff, to continue investment activities. Northern Indiana Public Service Company is continuing efforts to supply power to new data centers with plans for a new natural gas power plant in Jennings County. Our partners at the Times of Northwest Indiana report the Maryville-based utility has filed its plan with the Indiana Department of Environmental Management to build the 2,300-megawatt facility at the R.M. Schaefer Generating Station in Wheatfield. The U.S. Steel Board of Directors has approved the next phase of major capital investment plans as its integration with Nippon Steel continues. It includes approximately $200 million for improvements at Gary Works in Northwest Indiana, U.S. Steel's largest manufacturing plant. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Do you own an import-export business? If so, your company could save time and money with foreign trade zones. FTZs are designated sites across the United States where you can reduce, defer, and even eliminate import duties, helping you stay competitive in the global marketplace. If you're interested in becoming an FTZ, the Indianapolis Airport Authority can sponsor your application and start you on the path to savings, because smart companies get in the zone. Learn more at inzone.org.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America are men and women building roads and bridges to get Hoosiers where they're going today and a new energy infrastructure that will keep Indiana competitive tomorrow. LIUNA's over 12,000 statewide members also grow local economies, earning good union wages, shopping where they live and work, and paying taxes. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
An Illinois-based cooperative that specializes in financial management and accounting services for farmers has expanded into Indiana with locations in West Lafayette and Indianapolis. Farm Business, Farm Management, which marked its 100th anniversary last year, serves about 5,000 farmers across Illinois, operating out of more than 30 locations. The board of directors for the Grissom Air Museum in Miami County has approved plans for a $750,000 expansion of the museum that will more than double its current space. The museum plans to break ground on the project next week. It will incorporate more STEM-focused learning opportunities and house its TB-58 aircraft indoors. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
Downtown crash, northbound 6570, approaching the north split. No delay at the moment. We do have a delay on the south side coming up northbound 65. It's from Keystone Avenue to the south split. Delayed 3 minutes at the moment. Southwest side crash, southbound 465 after Kentucky Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
63 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:36. A check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what do we know?
Tony, good morning. Indianapolis Colts linebacker Zaire Franklin says L.A. Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford is one of the best he's ever faced, and he knows he's going to have his hands full on Sunday when he squares off with him.
His control of the game, his touch, he can make every throw. And the way he's probably the best play the game at manipulating underneath droppers with the shoulders, with his vision, with the no looks. Obviously, he's played, like I said, played at a high level for a long, long time.
Colts running back Jonathan Taylor earns the AFC Offensive Player of the Week again. He's the first ever Colt to win it back-to-back weeks. Sunday's game kicks off at 4:05. Week 4 of the NFL gets going tonight as the Seattle Seahawks take on the Cardinals in Glendale, Arizona. College football, number 11 IU hits the road against Iowa Saturday. And former IU baseball player and Philadelphia Phillies slugger Kyle Schwarber went deep twice last night. He has 56 home runs on the season. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
Give family a call for your family maintenance plan, 317-577-8077. Maintenance is crucial.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
So here's the question, and I will post this to the Twitter X. I'll actually put it over there on the Substack, TonyKatz.com. Have you ever been denied employment because of your race or ethnicity? Have you ever felt unsafe walking alone at night because of your gender? Have you ever had to hide your sexual orientation to avoid discrimination or violence? Have you ever been in a Turkish prison? The last question was from Airplane. These questions come from a classroom at IU. I don't know why these questions come. This is a quiz to determine your privilege. Allegedly happening in an IU graduate program class. Also happening in this graduate level IU program. Race-based trauma and traumatic stress, including now the argument that because of slavery, that's why women of color are fat. I swear to you, I cannot make this up. It is because of what we have seen coming forth and systemic racism that applies pressures and stresses to specifically women of color that doesn't allow them to get away from the stresses and leads to things like overeating and leads to obesity. What is this doing in an IU classroom? Well, maybe I should start with the basics. Is this being taught in an IU classroom? Because according to my sources, Yes, it is. Module 4, Privilege and Barrier Reflection. But maybe the one that's most shocking here is, why in the world is there a class at IU on the graduate level showing a media bias chart? I've seen charts like this before. Who's on the left, who's on the middle, who's on the right, which they label most extreme. And over there, all the way to the right, just barely to the left of Laura Loomer, is Mark Levin. Mark Levin is labeled extremely right and is also labeled contains inaccurate, fabricated information or contains misleading information. Mark Levin? IU, I think we've got an issue here with what you teach and how you teach and the professors that you hire and what they're doing in the classroom and what they're subjecting students to. Are you telling me that a student has to admit to a level of privilege in order to pass a class? Does that happen in IU graduate programs? Yes or no? Now, Pam Whitten can answer me, the president there, or anybody else, a member of the IU Board of Trustees. I mean, it's an all-new board of IU trustees. Are you aware that this is going on? You want to talk about this? By the way, I'm looking at the photos. This isn't told to me and I'm relaying it to you like, oh my gosh. No, I got the data. I thought we were past this stuff in the state of Indiana. Governor Braun, Attorney General Rokita, I don't know what is under your purview or not in this conversation, but what are we teaching at IU? I forget who's running education right now. Who's now has 2 jobs. They're doing K-12, they're doing higher education. They're like the Marco Rubio of Hoosiers. What exactly are we teaching here? And allow me to say to anybody, anywhere, if you think Mark Levin is most extreme, follow the Constitution. I'm Mark Levin. That's my Mark Levin impression. It's not bad, Mark. It's not bad. I'll do it right in front of you. I ain't even shy. If follow the Constitution is extreme, we're all lost. I will post. I will share. I'm going to send this to William Jacobson, Cornell Law Professor of Equal Protection Project. What are we teaching? Why is there a class that has this kind of nonsense in it? And if you don't answer right about your privilege, if you don't admit your guilt for being, having the wrong skin color, according to the professor, do you fail? Why is that professor ever employed at IU? This coming shortly over at TonyKatz.com. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Scrolling all day. Clickbait everywhere. But the facts, they're harder to find.
WIBC didn't just report the story. They explained why it matters. I'm Ryan Hedrick on The Level on the go.
I check the WIBC website every morning before I even open social media.
Online, on social, on air. Stay in the know while you're on the go.
You've got to stay in the know.
Stay informed. Now more than ever, we have information.
93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
Central Indiana, get ready. On Saturday, September 27th from 10 till 2, it's back. The second annual Smoke in the Ville Egg Fest at Builders Lumber and Hardware. And this year is bigger than ever. Picture smoke in the air, food sizzling on the big green egg, and chefs serving up bite after bite of incredible flavors, all included with your ticket. Grab a drink from Bourbons and Brews Mobile Bartending. Enjoy live music by Nick Fisher, and catch your favorite college game on the big screen while you sample it all. Shop local crafts, create a hands-on project to take home, and from 11 to 2, step up for Anarchy Axe Throwing. Tickets are just $20. Kids under 12 are free. Unlimited food, drinks, crafts, and axe throwing. All ticket proceeds support Love Inc. of Shelby County. Eggheads, don't miss your chance to buy a preseason demo egg at the lowest prices of the season. Smoke in the Ville Egg Fest, September 27th, 10 to 2 at Builders Lumber and Hardware, 1309 Miller Avenue, Shelbyville. Tickets are available at the door or at blhsupply.com. Get yours now.
Listen to the Hammer and Nigel Show all this week for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Hard Sunday, March 15th at Fisher's Events Center.
Heart sounds like fun. Definitely. Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's up?
Downtown crash, northbound 6570 approaching the north split. No delay at the moment. A bit of a slowdown as you make your way to northbound 65 out to Meridian. After that, you are gone. Southbound 465 on the southwest side crash after Kentucky Avenue. Northbound 65 south side slow from Southport Road to 465. And again before Raymond up to the south split. Those are construction delays. And now a crash on the northwest side. This is West 56th Street east of High School Road. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
63 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577. Service today. Today.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
36-month, 10,000-mile per year lease, 2,500 due at signing. No security deposit required. All offers subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details. Ends 9/30/25.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
VIP. Let's kick it. Ice, ice, baby.
In maybe the most unsurprising move the world has ever seen, you have the Palestinian Authority saying, hey, Great Britain, thanks so much for recognizing Palestine as a state after we murder 1,200 people, as we've been murdering people our entire existence because we don't want to coexist. We want to destroy and then destroy Western civilization. But you, the people of Neville Chamberlain, not the people of Winston Churchill, are just too stupid to notice. Did I say hello, Tony Katz, 93 WIBC? Good morning. Hey, good morning. But now that you've noticed us, now that you said it, we want $2 trillion. Now, this claim is being questioned. The claim was from the Daily Mail that the Palestinian Authority is saying, you know what? Because of what happened in 1948 and because it was the British mandate, because of the Balfour Declaration, this, that, the other, your mother, we deserve reparations. We deserve to get paid $2 trillion, please. Now, this is being challenged. People saying, no, this has not been asked for. But I assume something's been asked for. Hey, you recognize us as a nation. Now, how about a little bit of assistance? Now, how about a little bit of help? However it is you want to describe it, that's what they're going to ask for. So allow me to engage the conversation in its most honest way. I believe that if the money is asked for, this is not surprising. I believe if any money is even attempted to be given, that the Israeli government should freeze every British bank account that exists. And you say to me, what right does Israel have to stop Great Britain from giving money wherever it wants? I believe the United States could stop any nation from giving money to terrorists anytime they choose. So this is really a conversation about whether or not we're going to say the things the way we need to say the things. Are we going to be honest about what it is we're dealing with here? Or are we going to pretend that somehow we can't have the conversation? Am I going to pretend, because some people yell at me on social media, oh, Tony, it's Israel talk, you know why? They give you a little wink. They're so sly. Oh, they were mad. Some people were engaged in honest conversation with me regarding Tucker Carlson and his talk, his words at Charlie Kirk's memorial. Some people, not so much. Some people, not so much. Should I put out to you that Tucker Carlson is now allegedly putting out videos that say the reason for going into Iraq after 9/11 was because of the behest of one country, was at the behest of one country, Israel. But that's not the story. I believe it was Ariel Sharon who was quite clear. Don't go into Iraq. Iran is the issue. And if I also have it right, so many Israeli officials were so mad at Bush for going into Iraq that they had to get reprimanded to stop screaming at the president, you might need this guy. Hey, there's madness all over the place. Just as a matter of speaking, I say the thing that I believe needs to be said about the issue. Honestly, clearly, directly, as we all should. Some people agree, some people disagree. It's okay. Oh, Tony, the problem is because of your... No, it was really insulting from a lot of people. I don't think they meant it as insulting. I don't think they understand it as insulting, but that's not the part that I can do anything about. It was, and I said, huh. And then, of course, I didn't change my mind because they didn't create anything to change my mind. This isn't a question about Christianity or a question about the Pharisees or anything else. When we talk about who killed Jesus, as Tucker was, this was about what he said. And what he said is the Jews. It was super weird. It wasn't necessary. And if you tell me that's not what he said, well, then I would say to you, you're not listening to it right. You're not letting it into your heart. He said what he said. And he came out with a response to it that didn't really address what was. I could discuss the historical and the biblical. We're talking about what Tucker said. Now, I don't want to get off on the tangent there, but I'm more than happy to discuss when we see something happening, when we see something being said, it is worthy of discussion. And people may naturally agree and disagree about the thing. No one can disagree that the Palestinian Authority supports terrorism. The Palestinian Authority, different from Hamas, supports terrorism. That Hamas is a terrorist outfit. And if you give a dime to the Palestinian Authority, you are supporting terrorism. And yes, Israel should thwart any dollar that goes to the Palestinians. Any dollar. But Israel should do something else. Because that's where the story is. Israel should be looking at the people of Great Britain, specifically the Jews of Great Britain, and saying, it's time for you to leave. Great Britain's not safe for you. You think Keir Starmer has made it safe? You think this move about the recognition of terrorists makes it safe? You should leave. The nation has failed you, and eventually they will kill you. They have been overrun and will not do anything about it and think that this, the recognition of terrorists, provides them value, will somehow bring everybody to the table. Don't be fools. Netanyahu should say it in his most perfect English. You should leave Great Britain, and Israel's waiting for you. He absolutely should say it. Because the UK, after this, I don't know how they survive. I don't know how they're going to move forward. And the support of terrorism should never be tolerated. Matt Bear has traffic.
Northwest side crash northbound 465 approaching 865. 2 crashes downtown. Northbound 6570 approaching the north split and 1 at Meridian. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with 0 down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. 0 down delivers, and Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
98 years of quality and comfort with Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Since 1927, our family-owned store has been your trusted source for top brands like Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Tempur-Pedic, and Smith Brothers. Hey, this is Spencer Thompson, and right now, during our 98th anniversary sale, save up to 50% off on furniture and mattresses, plus free delivery, interest-free financing, and extra discounts for cash. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X Boom.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago Senator Dick Durbin. And now Dick Durbin has a new scheme, a government takeover of your credit card. Today, consumers have thousands of choices in credit cards, all with equal, strong security. But Durbin's plan is less competition and less security. And that means more risk for your credit and your identity. Tell Republicans in Congress, stop Dick Durbin's takeover of your credit card before it's too late.
Paid for by Electronic Payments Coalition.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5 and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at joynerhomes.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler studio, there was a crash in Indianapolis last weekend that killed a person. Now what police are saying about the person they say caused that crash, what your attorney general is saying about cooperation with ICE and what police agencies need to do, and a check on Notre Dame's football team. After Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It is 7 o'clock.
They're still looking into his motive. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. The gunman opened fire at an immigration enforcement facility in Dallas, Texas from a rooftop. No ICE agents were hurt, but one detainee was killed, 2 others critically injured. The FBI calls it a targeted attack. Homeland Security Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin just told Fox.
We saw those shell casings with the anti-ICE messages, and we saw the monstrous actions of this individual targeting our ICE law enforcement. This has to stop. The political violence in this country must come to an end before there's further bloodshed.
The shooter is dead after turning the rifle on himself, identified as 29-year-old Joshua John from Oklahoma. The FBI director that President Trump fired back in 2017 could soon be indicted over what he told Congress about the Russia-Trump collusion investigation back to the 2016 election that the president's long called the Russia hoax.
We're told a grand jury in Virginia is looking at evidence relating to allegations that former FBI Director James Comey may have lied to Congress on September 30th, 2020. That date is very specific because the statute of limitations for lying before Congress is typically 5 years. Next Tuesday marks exactly 5 years since his remote testimony.
That's Fox's David Spund. This days after the president had pressured Attorney General Bondi to move forward with charges against Comey and 2 others who've investigated him. Now, Senator Adam Schiff and New York Attorney General Letitia James. Today, the president will sign an executive order to facilitate the deal with American business leaders to keep TikTok operating in the U.S.
The White House announced a potential agreement earlier this week for ByteDance, TikTok's Chinese-owned operator, to divest from the popular social media app. A 2024 law approved by Congress requires ByteDance to divest or be banned in the U.S. over national security and privacy concerns. President Trump has signed multiple extensions keeping TikTok active as negotiations with China continue.
Fox's Jared Halpern. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What forecasters are saying about rain chances today. It is raining right now, 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 75 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 7:02. We have had plenty of rain this week, but National Weather Service forecaster Alex McGinnis says it should clear out in the next few hours.
There's a few showers around the Indianapolis area, but certainly nothing worse than what we've seen on any other recent mornings. Rain's a little more isolated than it was earlier this week. Visibility is a little bit lower in a few spots, a little bit of fog, especially up near Anderson.
And McGinnis says we are looking at a dry weekend with comfortable, pleasant temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita is warning the Indianapolis City County Council not to restrict the Marion County Sheriff's Office cooperation with ICE.
Our purpose, at least my purpose of our last public safety meeting, was to delve into the basis for which the sheriff was working with the federal authorities for ICE detainees.
That's in a meeting last night. Councilor Dan Boots talking about the budget of the sheriff's office and responding to Rokita, who says that Hoosier law forbids local governments from interfering with federal immigration and customs enforcement. A man is sitting in the jail right now on a federal immigration detainer after Indianapolis police say he killed somebody when he was driving drunk.
The Marion County Prosecutor's Office this week dealing the charges to 26-year-old Brayon Camacho Calleja for a crash last week in downtown Indianapolis that resulted in the death of 31-year-old Aaron Radford. Police say Calleja was going 75 in a 25-mile-per-hour zone at the time of the crash. His blood alcohol content was later determined to be .108. Calleja's charges range from level 4 to level 6 felonies, including causing death while operating a vehicle while intoxicated, operating a motor vehicle without ever receiving a license, and 3 counts of criminal recklessness. Calleja is also known by his Mexican rapper name of El Marino Mexicano. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The audit of Indiana's Economic Development Corporation is set to be released next week, and state leaders say they will fix any issues that and keep the process transparent. Commerce Secretary David Adams told Wish TV they're taking early steps to address concerns.
You've got my commitment and the governor's commitment. We're going to do that. Make sure that we've got a transparent process here. And then if there are issues that get identified, that we get those things corrected.
And State Representative Ed Delaney says he wants to take a close look at whether IEDC leaders benefited from money or work directly related to businesses they own. Notre Dame's offense is rolling, but can the defense keep pace against Arkansas? Here's Len Clark.
The Irish offense has been electric, averaging over 420 yards per game behind quarterback C.J. Carr and running backs Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price. But the challenge this week is clear. Can the defense contain an SEC passing attack after giving up nearly 290 yards per game through the air? That answer could decide whether the Irish leave Razorback Stadium Saturday with momentum or with more questions. Len Clark, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And Indiana Pacers star Tyrese Halliburton is going to be at a sneaker pop-up on 9th in Pennsylvania this afternoon as his new shoe comes out today. That starts at 3 o'clock. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at the northwest side crash, northbound 465 approaching I-865 interchange. The right shoulder is blocked. We're slow to West 86th Street, and crashes all around the north split. First northbound 6570 approaching the north split. Crash and slowing traffic down to Michigan Street. Then we have a crash, another one downtown. Northbound 65 at Meridian slows us to the north split. Crash eastbound 70 before rural, like we're going out to the far east side. It's a crash eastbound 70 before rural on the left shoulder with a little bit of a slowdown going through there. South side northbound 65 stop and go traffic. Raymond into the south split because of construction. And south side northbound 65 slow after Southport Road up to 465 again. A construction zone. Traffic sponsored by Freegee and Freegee Auctioneers. Freegee and Freegee Auctioneers presents the Big Boy Toy Auction, September 26th at noon and September 27th at 10 a.m. Hosted by Auto Dealers Exchange and sponsored by the John Jones Auto Group. License number AC3120002. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIPC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's happening?
Hey, good morning. We do have some rain out there and coming down at a pretty good clip in some spots here. So some morning showers, but then later this afternoon, clouds will decrease and we'll actually see some sunshine. Temperatures will be climbing into the mid and upper 70s, mostly clear and cooler tonight. However, we could see a little bit of patchy fog developing as well, heading into very early Friday morning. Lots of sunshine for the afternoon Friday, with highs near 78 and a wonderful weekend. Sunny skies both Saturday and Sunday with highs in the lower 80s.
That is Tara Hastings right there. Wish TV meteorologist. Thank you, Tara. Appreciate it. Oh, we did get. Oh, wait, hold on. Here it is. Wait, that's not it. That's not because hey, we're working here. We added it just so you know. No, that's not it. Hold on. Wait, there it is. Sorry, I should have been more prepared.
So it's fall, y'all.
That's it.
Oh, yes. Thank
We're going to need one for every season.
All right. So it's fall, y'all.
Right?
All right. I got to come up with a winter saying.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, we're going to need something.
Okay. All right.
And something that has some rhyme.
So it's fall, y'all.
That'd be great.
All right. I got to find what rhymes with winter. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you work on that.
I'll work on that.
You work on that.
Yep.
Tara Hastings. She's working on it. She's all over it. Sometimes I just like to make it awkward.
That's what the people like.
I don't know. I think the jury's still out about this show. I'm not 100% sure where anybody is at any given time.
Could be.
Tara Hastings, thank you. 62 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:08.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
Let's get back to this IEDC audit. Indiana Economic Development Corporation going to release an audit that was ordered by Governor Braun. And I'm happy to see that happening. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. I also thought it's interesting that Elevate Ventures gets to continue apace. I find that to be interesting. But maybe we should ask ourselves,
whether or not the IEDC conversation matters to our lives. Did I say hello? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. What's up? What's up, boo-boo? Let's start with a baseline conversation. The IEDC's creation, Indiana Economic Development Corporation, was set up to figure out how we bring more business to the state of Indiana. First things first, it is in everybody's interest that we grow as a state, that we don't lose out on opportunity to other states, Ohio, Kentucky, Illinois, Michigan. I don't know how we're going to lose out to anything in Illinois, but you get my point. That is a worthy goal. So let's start with a level of disagreement that I would have with anybody who doesn't think we should be doing such a thing. We should not be hunkered down, hiding under the table, hoping somebody opens a business here. We should be proactive in bringing those things. Those businesses could be biotech, those businesses could be ag, those businesses could be manufacturing, those businesses could be in the arts. We should be proactive in the growth of our state. I would argue that any time you're not engaged in a level of growth, you will suffer and you will fail. You will lose out. You will be stagnant. That's not a valuable proposition. If the Indiana Economic Development Corporation was now given money to go out there and entice businesses, that's where we can start saying, wait a second, should this be the case? Is this what we want? That is worthy of looking at. What did we spend money on? For example, the IEDC had a foundation. And the only way I could describe the foundation is, hey, we're going to give this money to you so you can attract business, but make sure you attract the right business. So now the IEDC can be seen as searching for businesses that help other large-scale players as opposed to helping the state and Toto. That, as a matter of just appearance, is a problem. The fact that the business they may have gone after could be a worthy business, something valuable to the state, would be something different. That would just be dumb luck. But to think that that is okay for these groups and companies and others to give to a foundation, to an organization that is now looking for the business, if you don't see how that can create an issue, I don't think that's a total lack of seriousness. Same way I feel that Elevate Ventures is. We take taxpayer dollars and we invest it in companies. That's picking winners and losers. I'm not in favor of it. When Elevate Ventures thinks that they can now take that money instead of giving it back to the state and start a private fund and go after private capital to do more investments, the answer is no. No, I don't trust you to do that. I don't want you to do that. That's a mistake. That's abuse. And for a group of people at Elevate Ventures to be able to profit on both sides of the coin? Nah. No. To have an organization built on getting business here, yes. Now, this audit ties into this article over there at the Indy Star about IEDC officials and others who received $180 million in IEDC contracts. One of these people is named Dave Roberts, who I know. I've had a cigar with. I think he's a very nice cat. I've never met the other two guys. I don't think anybody is arguing from the headline that these guys pocketed $180 million. But rather, there was the running of the IEDC, work within the IEDC, and other organizations where money was sent, whether it was Holcomb's administration or something else. Okay. I have no problem with looking at that. It's our money, right? Of course you look at that. People involved with that shouldn't be surprised. Even people I know and like shouldn't be surprised that someone's going to take a look at it. But is being involved in it the same thing as being guilty of pocketing it? That's a very, very different thing. And I think that some of this article states a level of guilt by existence as opposed to was something done. So, for example, money was not just given to the IEDC and then they handed it out willy-nilly to friends. There was a system. There were checks. It had to be signed off by the Secretary of Commerce. It was signed off by the governor. There was a process in place. We can argue that we didn't like the process. But you can't argue that one person was just handing out money like it was their job, like they worked, for the Biden administration, USAID. That's not what happened. An investigation a look in, what was spent where, no problem with that. Making the claim that someone's guilty for the position they held, did they pocket the dollars? Or are we talking about a system here that didn't work? Because that's what I think we're talking about. I don't know if that's true in every case. But as for the IEDC, I don't mind its existence. I don't mind going after business. We should. But picking winners and losers, that's not our job. Not our job at all. We should discuss it more. Matt Bear has traffic. What's going on, Matt?
Eastbound 70 coming out of the north split. It's a crash before Rural, taking the left lane and slowing us down back to the north split. Also a crash northbound 65 west. No delay at the moment. We do have a slowdown on northbound 6570 because of a crash approaching the north split. And that is over on the left shoulder. I am told we're slow back to Michigan Street. South side northbound 65 slow. Southport Road up to 465. And again, before Raymond into the south split, those are construction delays. Northwest side crash northbound 65 at the 465 ramps, and a crash northbound 465 approaching 865, and that has a slow back to West 86th Street. Crash on the west side, Country Club Road at Sunningdale Boulevard, and a crash West 56th Street east of High School Road. Traffic sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football in King's Hawaiian Sliders. King's Hawaiian Sliders make you a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
63 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:17.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Seems like there's more identity theft in the news every day.
Another major healthcare breach was reported today, resulting in the exposure of
1 in 4 consumers have been a victim of identity theft.
That's because there are endless places that could accidentally expose you to identity theft, in a breach, or simply by mistake. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
As an IT professional, you have the opportunity to guarantee your data security, participate in 100% landfill-free disposal, and have peace of mind with R2 V3 certifications. Technology Recyclers provides guaranteed complete data destruction, 100% landfill-free disposal, and the certification to back it up. Protect your data while saving the planet. Receive a free pickup of your e-waste from Technology Recyclers. Visit tech-recyclers.com. That's tech-recyclers.com.
The popcorn moment coming right now, brought to you by Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement, if it's in the four walls, Booher Remodeling is the call. These are the people to speak to when it comes to that remodel. How are you going to make that kitchen actually work for your family? Countertops, the cabinets, the backsplash. How about the height of the cabinets? What if you have certain needs? Well, Booher can help. They work the custom side of things. Custom Amish cabinets made right here in Indiana, and the highest quality brand names you know and trust. So you can have the kitchen that works for your family. Not the picture on Pinterest, the picture you have in your head about how your family is going to enjoy meals, holidays, preparation, everything. Booher Remodeling. You need a bathroom that works for your family, but you've got specific needs, specific desires, specific wants. They're not weird. They're yours. Let Booher help you make that happen. They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude. Booher Remodeling. Talk to them today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling. 852-5546, or online at Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's the story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn, because there is more. Allow me a moment to discuss the passing of Nancy Leonard, whom I never met, and I wish I had. The story of Nancy Leonard, the story of Slick, is Indiana is filled with absolutely incredible, surreal, almost insane stories. We are. We built a football stadium without a football team. I say we. I wasn't here. But it's an incredible story. We build a football stadium that then gets the Irsay family to come to Indianapolis to take a look when they're thinking of moving the Colts. And they take one look at the place. They see the blue seats. This is how the story is told to me. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. They say the blue seats, and they're like, oh, that's our color. It was meant to be. That's insane. That's crazy. Look at what this place did. The story of the Circle City Mall, I argue, is one of the great stories in America. We need to build up downtown. How do we build up downtown? You know what? We'll build a mall. You're in. Not urine. You're in. Boom. They built a mall. It's an incredible story of how these businesses came together to create something for that worked for everyone, that was better. The story of Nancy and Slick Leonard. And by the way, a great write-up of Nancy Leonard over at NBA.com/Pacers. Here is a basketball team that wasn't going to make it. There was no money left. They didn't know how they were going to go on. And Nancy and Slick Leonard engage, go at it, and create this telethon. Hey, everybody, we need to keep our team here. We need to sell 8,000 season tickets to raise enough money to keep the franchise afloat. And so from July 3rd to July 4th, 1977, They hold a telethon to keep the team here. I swear to you, if you don't want to live in Indiana after hearing those stories, I don't know where it is you want to live, but best of luck to you. As I've learned to say, bless your heart. Nancy Leonard passed away at the age of 93 yesterday. And I said this months ago, and it was on a Twitter X, and I'm going to repeat myself. We need a statue. Now, I have an idea. We don't need a statue that is like Peyton Manning's statue in front of Lucas Oil. We need a statue that the people can connect with. Because they, Slick and Nancy Leonard, turned to the people and said, we need to connect with you. You need to connect with this team. We need a statue in front of Gamebridge Fieldhouse that isn't bigger than life, that is actual size, that people can put their arm around and take a picture with and give a hug to. The kind of statue in the bronze that eventually, from so many people showing their thanks and appreciation and making sure they take their picture with Slick and Nancy, that it starts to, that the finish starts to rub off and it starts to be worn because they were of the people very clearly, quite obviously from every single story. Again, I never had the pleasure of meeting them. We need that. That has to happen. It transcends the politics. It transcends the sports. It transcends the madness. It's a picture of two people who said we can make a difference. My gosh, if we're not going to exalt and glorify people who do that in our society, what exactly are we doing? And the way to do it is not through corporate sponsorship, although there's going to be a ton of corporate sponsorship for something like this. The way to do it is to do it the way they did it and go to the people. We need to put on a telethon where the Indiana Pacers and the Indiana Fever answer the phones. There is not a television station, there's not a radio station that wouldn't be involved. I don't get to speak for Urban One, but watch me. Hell yes, we will. All of us. B1057, The Fan, Hank, TLC, all of it. All of it. There is not a station that won't say we're in. There is not a Hoosier who could even think of not saying let's be a part of this. And the donation we're looking for? $19.77 to match the year 1977 when they had the telethon to begin with. I swear to you, if we don't do this, we're insane. And I'm not 100% sure how to put this on, but I do know how to say, let's go do this thing. This is a must. This is a must that can actually bring a city and a state and a region together. We should, for just one moment, look at that statue of those two, their local artists who can make this happen, look at each other and say, man, that's something to aspire to. I'm all in every single way. Gosh, I hope we can do this. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
East side, eastbound, 70 crash before rural, blocking the left lane, slowing us back to the north split. Crash northbound 6570, approaching the north split, no delay there. Northbound 65 at west, that's a crash, no delay. And then on the northwest side, crash on the exit ramp from northbound 65 to 465. The ramp is open, partially blocked. Northwest side crash on northbound 465 before 865, slowing us down back to West 86th Street. South side northbound 65 stop and go traffic from Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. At northbound 65 slows from Southport Road up to 465 because of road construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show this afternoon, the biggest stories in Indy. We'll probably have a few cheap laughs, and we're going to make fun of Rob Kendall right to his face. 93 WIBC.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, save on new Toyota trucks with low APR financing, including 2025 Tacomas with 3.99%, or Tundras, just 1.75 APR for 72 months.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc. Tacoma monthly payment for 60 months, 1841, and Tundra 1464 per 1,000 financed. Expires 9/30.
Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to QCkinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X Boom.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
36-month, 10,000-mile per year lease. 2,500 due at signing. No security deposit required. All offers subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details. Ends 9/30/25.
In light of recent events, there has been a call on the next generation to stand up and be bold. Life Church's 4th annual Truth Conference is designed to equip them by answering life's toughest questions about God, about faith, about life, about truth. On October 4th and 5th, we are inviting students 6th to 12th grade across Indy to unite in truth. To register and more, visit the events page at lifechurchin.com. It's more than a weekend, it's a turning point.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What we know about a guy that shot up a Dallas ice facility. Rain, 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 75 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 7:33. A person was killed and 2 others hurt Wednesday after somebody opened up fire at a Dallas ICE facility.
Since President Trump returned to the White House, there have been dozens of attacks on ICE officers. The shooter has been identified as 29-year-old Joshua John, who shot and killed himself after opening fire on that ICE facility in Dallas. He left behind ammunition that appears to be 5 rounds of 8mm Mauser on a stripper clip with the words anti-ICE written on one of the bullets. The rifle, a bolt-action German model. There was no scope attached. Now, just a few days ago, California Governor Gavin Newsom signed a bill banning law enforcement officers, including ICE agents, from covering their faces. Newsom repeatedly asking at a press conference, What are you afraid
and
of?
That's Fox's Lucas Tomlinson reporting. There was a police chase in Avon yesterday along US 36. Deputies say it started at a gas station. They chased a car that crashed into another car. Upon impact, 3 people got out. Police were able to cuff 2. They're still looking for the one person. The people that were hurt suffered non-life-threatening injuries. And sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com.
It's just about kind of what you're doing right then at the moment and going through all of it, making sure we're prepared. I think it's that, certainly not looking in the past and not looking too far in the future, just kind of focusing on what we need to do
And
today.
that's Indianapolis Colts quarterback Daniel Jones talking about what he calls a strong week of preparation leading into Sunday's game.
I think the guys up front have done a great job dealing with the pressure, handling it, blocking it, identifying it first, and then blocking at a really high level. And then guys are getting open, finding space, making plays, and try to just make those decisions as quick as possible.
And he's crediting his teammates for a 3-0 start. They played the Los Angeles Rams this weekend on the road, kickoff at 4:05. The Indiana Fever play the Las Vegas Aces tomorrow in Game 3 of the WNBA semifinals, with the series tied at 1 game apiece. Major League Baseball, the Cincinnati Reds dropped an 11-inning 4-3 game against the Pittsburgh Pirates last night, while the Chicago Cubs beat the New York Mets 10-3. The Mets are still holding a 1-game lead over the Reds in the race for the final National League wildcard spot. College football, number 11 IU on the road this weekend against Iowa. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:35, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
Yeah, Ryan, looking at the west side at a crash northbound 465. At West 10th Street, man, did we back up quickly. Left lane is closed, traffic backed up to Washington Street. And then we have a crash northbound 65, again, northwest side. This is northbound 65 on the exit to northbound 465. This ramp is open. It is partially blocked and slow. Northbound 465 approaching the 865 interchange. A crash. Slow down back to West 86th Street. Downtown, at least leaving downtown, crash eastbound 70 before rural, left lane closed, traffic stop and go back to the north split at a crash. Northbound 6570 on the approach to the north split. Crash downtown, northbound 65 at West Street, a little bit of a slowdown back to Meridian. Northbound 65 on the south side, slow after Southport Road up to 465, then stop and go traffic before Raymond Street into the south split because of construction. A crash on the west side. This is Country Club Road at Sunningdale Boulevard, and looking at inbound 69, that's stop and go 116th Street, 282nd, an 8-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design, or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Baer on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
That was a lot of stuff, Matt.
Yeah, a lot of wrecking today. We have rain. When we have rain, we have wrecking.
Good Lord.
Raining is wrecking.
Yeah. See that. Ooh. 63 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:37.
We have the best technicians in the business here at Family. They'll take care of you every time. 317-577-8077.
Family Heating and Air, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's the start of our favorite season here in Indy, football season. That's right. With all the hype and action this season brings, we know things can get loud and messy real quick. Before you invite your friends and family over to watch the games, you better call my cleaning heroes at Zero Res to clean up all those fumble moments in your home. And lucky for you, you can score big this month with great savings. Hi, this is Denny Smith, and you can get 3 rooms Zero Resified starting at just $129 and take $75 off your air duct cleaning too. The Zero Res service is easy to line up, and you can go online at ZeroResIndy.com to do the scheduling at your convenience. And don't forget the ZR water difference. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, leaving things really clean. Now mention WIBC and you'll get 3 rooms cleaned by the Zero Res Pro starting at just $129. $129! Plus $75 off duct cleaning too. 317-388-5141. Online at ZeroResIndy.com.
Whenever I'm out a wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen. Where friendly
Today
folks can
on the
gather
marketplace,
around a
holy cow, it's the EM50. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. During downtime, clearing my head, I'm getting ready for what's next on the show. I find myself on the Facebook marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. All the stuff is there on the marketplace, brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. This whole segment, it's your cash. Go get it. It's waiting for you. No, seriously, it's your money, not free money. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Text my name, Tony, to 46220 and get started. Fast, easy, free to do. Text Tony to 46220 to get started. Get your cash. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Live stream is happening on the YouTube, WIBC. There's Matt Bear. There's producer Carl. There's yours truly. Matt Bear, you saw the movie Stripes, right?
Oh, a million times. Fantastic comedy, yeah.
You saw Stripes and you're like, yes, this is a movie.
Oh, great theme song, too.
Well, I didn't know there was going to be singing.
Oh, it was amazing.
And in that movie, you are introduced to the EM50 urban assault vehicle.
They stole it.
Czechoslovakia. We're in, we're out. It's like going to Wisconsin.
Yeah. It was so awesome. Because John Larroquette discovered that they stole the van. He was like, oh, yeah.
Awesome. Where the blanks my truck. That's correct. John Larroquette was excellent in that role.
From Night Court, huh?
Oh, yes. Correct. He was from Night Court. Thank you. Well done. Wait till he plays the Night Court theme coming up at 8:45. We'll get that right away.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, the EM50 urban assault vehicle is based on the 1976 GMC Palm Beach motorhome as a 26-footer. Matt Bear, on the marketplace, I bring you a 1973 GMC Painted Desert 23-foot. This is the EM50. This is almost to the point. It's the same look, same style, same wheels in the back. This is it. It is 1973, 7,400 miles on a rebuilt 455. It's got a rebuilt Rochester carburetor, aluminum radiator, new, it says new tranny. Which I guess means transmission. Cooler in lines, and it runs great. New front brake lines and pads, updated dash and gauges. How absolutely amazing is this?
Oh, it looks just like it. You could actually envision the bulletproof glass coming down, the little shades that they had put on when they invaded Czechoslovakia, which is not Moscow. You get in, you get out, and everything's good. But yeah, it's you could see the turrets. I mean, this would be fun. I mean, this looks like fully equipped mobile home to travel the entire country with, which is
benches that make a bed. It's got a kitchen. It has got a bathroom in it. It's got a fridge. It's got everything. There's a 4-burner stove in here with an oven.
Ooh. No hot plate needed. Don't even need a hot plate. Great for touring Eastern Europe. That's what I would do with it.
Right.
Now that the Eastern Bloc has been dissolved, it could be being reunited as we speak. But, I'd go through Eastern Europe in this and grab Sean Young from Blade Runner, also in Stripes, and we'd make a day of it.
The only problem it does not have dash air. It's been removed. So we got to put the air conditioning back in because I don't drive anything without air conditioning. Daddy's got rules. But Matt.
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
Matt, this has to happen in my life.
Yes. Put in the window unit for the air conditioning. It doesn't need much. You don't have to cool a lot.
The 1973 GMC Painted Desert, your very own EM50. Matt Bear, are you in for $25,000?
I'm so in. I'll ruin my credit for this thing all day. This is amazing. It brings back some memories, and at the same time, who doesn't want a mobile home? Who doesn't want to do a little bit of traveling, especially if you're getting into the retirement age? I think this is a fantastic purchase.
By the way, it has air conditioning, just not at the dash. It's got other air conditioning. So,
okay. Well,
what I'm telling you right now, everybody, is this has to happen. As a matter of fact, if this isn't sold by the end of the day, you're all grounded.
Right?
This is unbelievable. I had not thought of it. I had not looked for it. You didn't even know you needed this, and then you see this, and you're like, I need this. And my kids don't have to go to college. This. Oh.
By the way, it has a luggage rack on top of it. It also has storage underneath, so you have so much storage for when you travel here. You could take the whole household, it looks
Just
like.
park it in the back. It's a place for the in-laws. Whatever you need.
Whatever you need. You can put Anna on top after she passes.
There it is. That is on the marketplace.
Reference.
On the marketplace. Check it out for yourself. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's happening?
Crash just cleared northbound 6570 approaching the north split. Still slow to Michigan Street. Crash eastbound 70 before rural, blocking the left lane. Stop and go traffic back into the north split. Crash northbound 65 at west, slow to the north split. West side northbound 465. Crash at West 10th Street. 2 left lanes now blocked, and we are jammed up back to Sam Jones Expressway. Northwest side crash on the exit from northbound 65 to northbound 465. The ramp is open. It's partially blocked. Northbound 465 approaching 865. That's a crash, slow to 86. Inbound 69, 12-minute delay from 116th Street down to 465. Southbound 31 has slowed down from 156th Street down to 146. Keeping an eye on that. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
63 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
Make parking the easiest part of your night with ParkWiz. Reserve ahead and roll right in without circling for parking. Save up to 50% off a secured space. Smarter parking starts here. Download the ParkWiz app today.
The Home and Garden Show hits the road again this week, and they're headed to the Atlanta New Earth Festival in Atlanta, Indiana. Join Pat Denny and the gang this Saturday from 9 till 1 in the center of Atlanta, just 7 miles north of Cicero and Morse Reservoir.
Indy, stop using the fall to paint year after year. Do what Lynn did. She called Rhino Shield.
It is a single-wide manufactured home. We moved from our home, which we had the Rhino Shield on. Rhino Shield was what we were going to do. That was no question. We knew we were going to do it.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating. It's not paint, it's better.
The Rhino Shield representative came and we discussed what we wanted done. And this time we had the roof done as well.
Now you can have the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Even the people that have been a little younger than us have said they don't have to worry about getting just an everyday painter because Rhino Shield has the 25-year warranty. And we truly believe in this product.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Hey, Pat Sullivan here. If you love to grill, you're going to love this. The brand new Grill Palace is now open at Sullivan Hardware and Garden. It's packed with the best names in grilling: Big Green Egg, Napoleon, Gosney, Traeger, and Yoder Smokers. Plus accessories galore and custom outdoor kitchens by Challenger Design that will turn your backyard into a grill master's paradise. And at the Grill Palace, we don't just sell grills, we show you how to master them. Stop by our demo kitchen for free advice and samples fresh off the grill. Here's what makes it even better. The tent sale is going on right now. That means you can complete the backyard of your dreams. Get your new grill at the Grill Palace, then grab a brand new patio set at 40 to 60% off. The best deals of the season. It's all waiting for you at the Grill Palace grand opening and patio furniture tent sale, only at Sullivan Hardware and Garden, 71st and Keystone. I'll see you there.
Mark Dietl is the only local real estate agent I'd trust to sell my house here in Indy. By the way, Zillow ranking Indy number 2 among 2025's hottest markets. Home values have risen and are holding strong. Now is a great time to sell. Mark Dietl and his team helped Sarah in Fountain Square out. She invested in a property, ran into some financial trouble, and needed to sell the place for max dollars. She hired the Mark Dietl team, and they were able to sell her property within weeks for over list price. Nice work from Team Dietl.
Mark Dietl is the best in the business, and he has the guarantee that backs it up. He guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price or deadline, or he will buy it. You pick the move date, no long-term contracts. That's what separates Mark Dietl. 755-4232, or go to markdietl.com. That's Mark, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietl.com. Tell him Hammer and Nigel sent you.
As you may have heard, maybe you didn't hear, there was a recommendation, or a statement, I should say, that comes from the White House, from the Secretary of Health and Human Services, regarding acetaminophen in pregnancy. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. As I discussed it the other day, and I would say to you again, don't listen to a guy on the radio. Check with your doctor. It seems to be a logical thing to say. It seems to be the only thing that someone rational should do. And the idea that someone would be like, oh, I heard this on the radio, so I did it. It's weird. We're talking about ingesting something. But the argument or the anger towards Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Secretary of Health and Human Services, towards President Trump about how studies take a look at acetaminophen in pregnancy and conversations about autism, this conversation is out of control crazy. The anger towards Kennedy and towards Trump is based on the fact that the last name is Trump, the last name is Kennedy, and that they're in the White House, connected to the White House. It's a great example of the political left being in every way broken, untrustworthy, unwilling to take a look at what it is they had already said, what they already know to be true. I give you an example. How this was discussed was in the parlance of Tylenol. That Tylenol, utilized during pregnancy, can have risk factors or bring about risk factors for autism in children. Now, I think it's saying just the word Tylenol as opposed to acetaminophen, you're going after the brand. I think that's an issue. Neither here nor there for the sake of this conversation. You are seeing videos of people saying, oh, Tylenol's fine. Look, I'm pregnant. Here I am taking Tylenol. Why would you do that? Why is it that because Trump says it, everyone says, nope? Don't you take any moment to look, check, ask? It's your health. It's the health of your baby. Doesn't that matter at all? You mean just because Robert F. Kennedy said it, it's automatically a fraud? That is insane. By the way, these aren't new studies that are being done. This is about looking at the studies in a different way. That's what we're seeing here. We're seeing that NBC writes, RFK Jr. reportedly plans to link Tylenol use in pregnant women to autism. The medication has been recommended as a safe option for decades. But that isn't the case. As a matter of fact, there are multiple cases going back through history or recent history regarding acetaminophen being possibly an issue when it comes to pregnancy, including the fact that Tylenol themselves say we've never studied Tylenol in pregnancy and wrote back in 2017, quote, we actually don't recommend using any of our products while pregnant. Thank you for taking the time to voice your concerns today in response to someone else. This was in 2017, and there is example after example after example discussing exactly this. Just make sure you talk to your doctor before taking Tylenol while you're pregnant. If you're pregnant or nursing, seek the advice of your healthcare professional before using Tylenol or any other medications. So what is this argument that we believe that everything is fine and good? And hey, as long as Trump is opposed to it, we'll do it. This is Johns Hopkins University, November 5th, 2019. Taking Tylenol during pregnancy associated with elevated risks for autism and ADHD. 2019. I am not saying that it is 100% fact. I am saying that there is a story here. And that people who will do things just for the sake of doing them because it goes against what Trump wants, and they're going to show him, you people, those people, they are out of their minds. Don't live like that. Well, so-and-so said it, so I'm going to do the opposite. You have a mind. Do research. It's your kid. Are you insane? I mean, that's a question. Because if you're willing to say, well, if Trump said to do it, I'm going to do the opposite because forget him, and you're not concerned about the health of your child, maybe, just maybe, you should be somebody who we should be questioning whether they should have children in the first place, because that's crazed. Start taking responsibility for the kid you're having now. Man, the things I never thought I'd talk about while doing radio. Matt Bear has traffic.
Crash northbound 465 at 10. 2 left lanes block traffic backed up to I-70 on the west side. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with 0 down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. 0 down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
There's something timeless about radio. It's where stories are told, ideas are shared, and communities stay connected. Our generation grew up with it, and we still believe in the power of tuning in. At Howard Bailey Financial, we believe planning for retirement should feel just as familiar and trusted. That's why we're bringing real conversations and practical advice to the airwaves. Join us every Sunday at 9 p.m. for our Retire with Purpose Radio Hour, right here on 93.1 WIBC. We'll talk about what really matters in retirement, income you can count on, choices you can feel good about, and a future that reflects your values. Because some things, like good planning and good radio, never go out of style. Howard Bailey Financial, retirement planning that speaks your language. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com. The Retire with Purpose Radio Hour is a paid placement on each airing station.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
It's Terry Stacy. How many of you started the year with good intentions of losing weight and getting in shape by spring? Well, if you didn't hit that goal, Exercise Inc. can help. Exercise Inc. has been helping people get stronger, build muscle, lose weight, and transform their health for over 20 years. The program works, and guess what? It only takes 20 minutes a week. Their unique training method was developed in an osteoporosis research study to help prevent bone mineral loss in older women. The women in the study ended up getting very strong in a short amount of time. When the method was applied to normal, healthy adults, both men and women got a lot stronger. Their Simple 9 nutritional program has helped their clients lose over 37,000 pounds since 2013, and they've seen clients lower their blood pressure, improve their blood sugar, and get off prescription meds. Their coaches are professional, their gyms are private. Get started now before summer gets here. Locations in Avon, Brownsburg, Fishers, Greenwood, and Zionsville. Change your life in 20 minutes a week. Go to exerciseinc.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, a Hoosier man who says you may be surprised where extortion and drug dealing are going on. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita talking about cooperation with ICE. And Indianapolis police are talking about a crash that killed somebody last week. After Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It is 8 o'clock.
Federal investigators have gone to homes in Texas and Oklahoma. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, looking into the gunman who fired at an immigration enforcement facility in Dallas, killing one detainee, critically wounding 2 others before killing himself.
The shooter has been identified as 29-year-old Joshua John. Officials say that he fired dozens of rounds at the ICE facility from the rooftop of a nearby building. Anti-ICE messages were found on rounds that were right near him.
Fox's Brooke Taylor in Dallas. The FBI calls it a targeted attack, and Vice President Vance points a finger at the left after all the anti-ICE protests.
If your political rhetoric encourages violence against our law enforcement, you can go straight to hell, and you have no place in the political conversation of the United States of America.
And in that speech in North Carolina, Vance called out Gavin Newsom by name, California's governor. Well, the Democrat replied with a post on X that he won't be going to hell. But when listening to Vance, Newsom wrote he feels like he's already there. A meeting at the White House could get contentious later this morning. Fox's Peter Ducey's there.
This is going to be something that does not happen often. A world leader is coming here to visit President Trump at the White House, fresh off calling him out and accusing the president of talking too big a game when it comes to ending global conflicts.
That's Turkey's President Erdogan, who could be pressed to stop buying Russian oil, something President Trump called out NATO allies like Turkey for continuing to do, which he says keeps funding the Ukraine war. Now, the president canceled a meeting that would have been today with Democratic congressional leaders as a government shutdown looms unless lawmakers approve new funding by Tuesday.
The White House's Office of Management and Budget sent out a memo saying agencies need to have ready reduction in force plans. Agencies were told to identify programs that'll lose funding October 1st. Workers wouldn't just be furloughed for however long a shutdown may last. They'd be gone permanently.
That's Jill Nato. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Trouble at the Marion County Jail. You have a cloudy sky, but a clear radar. 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 75 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 8:02. A former Marion County jail inmate says the facility is loaded with drugs, extortion, and collusion between inmates and staff.
The inmates will take their lunch trays and they'll beat on the light fixtures in the ceilings of the cells to create a light so they can fire up what they call a wick so they can smoke the Katie in there. And the Katie's rampant. It's full. That place is full of Katie right now.
Rick served time in 23 for domestic violence. He also says that there's crystal meth and cocaine being sold inside the jail. He described inmates smoking synthetic marijuana known as KD, using makeshift tools and ceiling fixtures to smoke the drug. His claims echo past charges against a corrections officer accused of selling Suboxone inside the jail. That corrections officer, Bryce Birdsong, was arrested after making thousands of dollars a week. He's facing felony charges. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita told the Indianapolis City County Council that slashing the Marion County Sheriff's budget over ICE cooperation would break state law.
To characterize that as our attack and not being for, in his words, we stand for law and order, and suggesting that we don't is, again, I think, a blatant false representation.
That's Dan Boots at a council meeting last night. Some councilors had proposed withholding $150 million from the 26 budget unless the jail stopped holding illegal immigrants. Speaking of which, a Mexican man is placed on a federal detainer and charged for a crash last week that killed somebody. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
IMPD says 26-year-old Brayon Camacho Calija was in a Dodge Charger going 94 in a 25-mile-per-hour zone in downtown Indianapolis just seconds before the crash the morning of September 20th. He ran into a car carrying 31-year-old Aaron Radford. Radford was ejected from the vehicle and died later at a hospital. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office announced the charges against Calija this week, which include operating a vehicle while intoxicated, operating a motor vehicle without ever receiving a license, and criminal recklessness. According to court documents, Calija is a Mexican rapper that goes by the name of El Moreno Mexicano and has tens of millions of views on YouTube. Jarrett Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
The Indiana Fever get back to work tomorrow in game number 3 in the WNBA semifinals against the Las Vegas Aces. Series tied at 1 game apiece, tip-off at 7:30. And the Indianapolis Colts are bringing in veteran cornerback Mike Hilton to tag in for Kenny Moore, who was injured and will be out several weeks.
Me come in and play, a plug-and-play type of guy. Like I said, I know the scheme well, so that's a smooth transition. So now it's just I'm going to take this week to get my body right, get it going. Obviously, I might not play every snap, but I expect to play a good bit.
And defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo says Hilton will fit right in. He's played with 5 other teams. The Colts play the Rams on Sunday, kickoff at 4:05. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
Yeah, Ryan, looking at the west side crash. Northbound 465 at West 10th Street. 2 left lanes blocked and traffic is stopped back to I-70. A 36-minute delay with that west side crash. Northwest side crash going from northbound 65 on the exit to northbound 465. The ramp is open. It is partially blocked. And northbound 465 approaching 865, crash blocking the right shoulder. Inbound 69, 11-minute delay, 116th Street, 282nd. Crash east side, eastbound 70 before rural, blocking the left lane, stop and go traffic into the north split. Crash downtown, northbound 65 at west, a little bit slow back to the north split. South side, northbound 65 jammed Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. South side, eastbound 465, a stop and go traffic from US 31 over to Arlington Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. We've got some rain across parts of southern sections of the metro area, also the eastern part. Those will continue to move off to the east of us. We're going to look for clouds to decrease later this afternoon. Some more sunshine, up to about 76 degrees. Turns clear and much cooler. In the city, I think we'll fall to 56. Outlying areas, lower 50s. So we could see maybe a little bit of patchy fog develop early Friday morning. Lots of sunshine for the afternoon on Friday, 78 and 80s for Saturday and Sunday with mostly sunny skies.
What are we doing here? With the 80s. What are we doing? What is happening, Tara Hastings?
Well, we get a pattern change. We're going to have another little surge. Listen, I brought you rain during the week and then clearing out here for the weekend. I feel like this is good, right?
I brought you rain?
Yes. I'm taking credit for it.
I bring you rain, then I bring you sun. I am the giver of life. Tara Hastings is my name. Bow down before your Lord.
Ooh. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. 80.
And let us say, in the great spiritual of my people.
Lickety split. I feel like you could have like a whole conversation with all of the little clips that you've saved. Oh, wow.
Go ahead. Say anything. Say anything, Tara Hastings.
Pickles. Stop it. Good gravy. It's good.
I can do this all day. Anything
I
else?
know you can. No, I'm good. Get off my lawn.
Fine.
Yes.
I'll do just that. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. Appreciate you. We've got 63 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:09.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard Air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
So I'm talking about autism and Tylenol, acetaminophen, and what John Hopkins said in 2019, what Tylenol said in 2017, that you should absolutely consult your doctor before taking any medications, right? I wouldn't listen to anybody except your doctor. And I've got a guy in the chat room as we live stream over on YouTube, WIBC, youtube.com/WIBC, and his response was, Tony and Republicans once again know what's best for women. It's a great example of the madness. Some people know there are people who are not interested in any part of the conversation. They're only interested in the destruction. They're only interested in tearing down. Remember that. Remember that oftentimes, far too many times, you're not talking to people who are interested in the actual subject. They're only interested in the destruction. And this is true whether you're on a college campus, it's true whether you're in a chat room, it's true on social media. Often, it's true in people that you know. There are people who want to burn it all down. And the people who want to burn it all down, they are not interested in your politics. They're not interested in the facts or data that you bring. They're only interested in whether or not you have matches. That's it. And if you ask who said that first, I did. Isn't it obvious by now that there are people who just want to burn it all down? They have no other desire than to watch the flames. They don't actually even want the socialism. They don't want the Marxism. They don't want a new government. They would burn that down too. All they want to do is burn it down. They have no other purpose or reason or want. I quote Tylenol and Johns Hopkins, and the answer is, oh, look at Tony and Republicans knowing what's best for women. You're going to get that too. You are going to get that response, and it's your way of knowing who is serious and who isn't, who's decent and who isn't, who's rational and who's not. And I don't think you should put up with the irrational. You should call them irrational and then move on with your day. You want irrational? I'm going to give you irrational. There's a story out there. I've got it on the show sheet, which you can find at TonyKatz.com, that the Chicago Bears are worth $9 billion. And I'm saying, no. I've seen them play. The Bears sold a minority stake of the team to existing owners, right? Internal kind of thing. 2.35% of the team. And based on the cost of that 2.35%, right, they move some things around, it values the Bears at $8.9 billion. What? How in... A year ago, they were valued at $6.4 billion. In a year, they gained $2.5 billion. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, listen, scarcity does increase value, and everyone wants to be a part of the most exclusive club. They're not worth $9 billion. But then again, something is worth what somebody else is willing to pay for it. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Hey, September is here, which means the kids are back at school again. Football is back, but did you know September is also Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and AAA Hoosier Motor Club would love it if you help support cancer research at Riley Hospital for Children, which serves more than 300 new pediatric cancer patients. each year. Think about that number. I don't like that number, but we are thankful that Riley Hospital for Children is here to take care of your kids.
Get all the same member benefits like discounted zoo tickets, exclusive access to the AAA Tailgate Lounge at Ruoff Music Center, and the peace of mind that comes with their award-winning roadside assistance, all while supporting children with cancer at the same time. It's a win-win. To join or renew AAA, visit AAA.com, call 844-GO-AAA-GO, or stop by your local AAA office. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Heard about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation? Your neighbor Chip did.
I'm a real car guy, and I have a garage that I got tired of fighting the epoxy fight. Finally, I saw something on Facebook, and I got interested in Galaxy. Looked like a real good solution to me.
Homer Business, Galaxy's got you covered.
My house is on a post tension slab. It can get cracked, so what these guys did was they came in and they grooved out all those little cracks, and now it's one complete lovely surface, very pleasant on the eyes.
Transforms pools, patios, garage floors, driveways, and more. And Galaxy Concrete Coatings comes with a lifetime warranty.
You can just tell by looking at it, it's going to be impervious to anything I can throw at it for as long as I can imagine. And I haven't looked back since. I love it.
Click on Galaxy Concrete Coatings today. And remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings, we are out of this world.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what do you know?
Yeah, Tony, west side crash northbound 465 at West 10th Street, blocking the left lane and causing stop traffic back to I-70. Delay time at 34 minutes. Crash northwest side, northbound 465 approaching 865. Inbound 69, 9-minute delay, 116th Street, 282nd. Looking at northbound 465 on the east side, slow from 70 up to Penn Pike. South side, northbound 65, stop and go traffic from Keystone into the south split, an 11-minute delay because of construction. Northbound 65 slows from Southport Road up to 465, again because of construction. And eastbound 465 stop and go traffic from 31 over to Emerson Avenue. Crash Broad Ripple Avenue at Keystone. Traffic sponsored by Audible. Stuck in traffic? Audible's Romance Collection will have you falling fast in the slow lane. Satisfy every side of you with rom-coms, romantasy, and the really steamy stuff. Listen free with a 30-day trial at audible.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
63 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X Boom.
98 years of quality and comfort with Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Since 1927, our family-owned store has been your trusted source for top brands like Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Tempur-Pedic, and Smith Brothers. Hey, this is Spencer Thompson, and right now, during our 98th anniversary sale, save up to 50% off on furniture and mattresses, plus free delivery, interest-free financing, and extra discounts for cash. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Hi, I'm Lacey, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. And yes, I'm actually a jeweler. I bring dream engagement rings to life every day in our jeweler's workshop. When I hand set your diamond into your ring, I think about creating a piece you'll wear for a lifetime. I pay attention to the smallest details and treat every ring with the same care and craftsmanship, no matter the size or price. Come check us out at your nearby store. Our engagement rings are made with love from our hands to yours, because a friend knows your love deserves the highest quality. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
36-month, 10,000-mile per year lease. 2,500 due at signing. No security deposit required. All offers subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details. Ends 9/30/25.
China is trying to pull a fast one on the world, and only the people at the UN would think that this is legitimate. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. This is Xi Jinping speaking to the UN, and he's on the big video board there. I guess he couldn't make it to New York. And he's saying green and low carbon transition is the trend of our time. While some countries are acting against it, the international community should stay focused in the right direction. Well, that's a direct response to Trump, who referred to climate change as a con job, pulled us out properly of the Paris Climate Accords. Did that the first term. Joe Biden ignorantly returned us to it. We're out again, and we should be. At the behest of other nations and deciding how we live, that's not what Americans do. We'll be your friend. We'll be your ally. We'll hang out. It's all cool, but we are not here to be told what to do by you and your false gods. No thanks. Oh, and support of the Green Movement is absolutely a false gods conversation. The real story here is that the idea that Xi Jinping in China is in favor of green this, green that, green the other is insane. What have they done with their pollution issues that shows that they care anything about green? Now, that doesn't stop them from manufacturing things that the Green Movement is buying up, and they're making some big dollars. But it doesn't mean that they're actually doing the stuff. If you take a look at windmills, which President Trump referred to as pathetic, saying if you don't get away from the green energy scam, your country is going to fail. Now, we've already seen proof of this. You have European nations that went off nuclear and they were going to go to natural gas that they were buying from Russia, which is, of course, insane. And getting off nuclear power is insane. And when they couldn't get the power from Russia because they realized, wait a second, we're funding the enemy, what did they turn to? Coal. Because it's cheap and it's plentiful and the people need energy. And when you take a look at poorer nations that are trying to be richer nations, they're not going to go down the green road or be forced into it or guilted into it. You mean you got to build your country any which way you could, and our people don't get a chance to grow because you want us to buy the most expensive energy out there that doesn't actually have an output? You're crazy. We're a young country. We want to grow. We're tired of being poor. Coal is the answer. Leave us alone. Cheap energy allows us to grow. Just saying what is. Doesn't matter how the left screams and yells. There's a story going back to 2020 from Bloomberg. Wind turbine blades can't be recycled, so they're piling up in landfills. You mean all of those ridiculous windmills that we built, all of those ignorantly stupid windmills that we've got all across Indiana, never mind across the country. Back in, when did I drive to D.C. for CPAC? Was that February? Was that March? Whenever it was a great drive. Ohio into Pennsylvania into Maryland. There's a moment you're driving through Maryland and you see some hills, some mountains, and it's just, I love mountains. Terrific. If you ask me if I would take a place on the lake or a place in the hills and take a place in the hill, I should have a cabin in Brown County. I should have a cigar smoking cabin in Brown County. Of course I should. There's not even a question that I should. Matt Bear and I should hang out there on the weekends, sipping hot chocolate and having a cigar and saying, "This is the life, kid." That's it. By the way, Matt Bear with a cigar, that's the dream.
I'd start smoking just to go to that event.
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's not an event, just hanging out, man.
Oh, okay, yeah. Give me a cigar, man. Roll it up.
There it is. Done. This is happening. Now we're getting a cabin together. Don't you judge.
Ooh.
I don't know why I brought... Oh, the mountains. That's it. So I'm driving through, and I'm in Maryland, and then there are these mountains, and then what do you see? Windmills on the top of the mountains. Just ruining everything. Everything. It's ridiculous, and these things don't recycle. How much do you want to bet that there are some level of parts that are purchased through China? So if I say to you that China talking about green is about lining their pockets and not actually doing anything about the climate, I think that is an accurate assessment. The Chinese plan promises an expansion of clean energy, pledging to cut emissions across the entire economy, aiming to lower them 7 to 10% below a peak by 2035. Are you now going to say to me that you trust China? Did you trust them when they were talking about their economy? Do you trust them when they talk about Uyghur Muslims? Do you trust them at all? Why would you? For what purpose would you ever trust them? That's crazy. And this is, hey, the world may not like us, but I'm not worried about what the world likes. And this goes back to the whole thing about the United Nations and Trump's going up the escalator with Melania Trump, and then the escalator stops. And there was talk that people at the UN were going to stop the escalator so Trump would have to walk upstairs. He walked up the stairs, something Biden couldn't do. And then the microphone wasn't working and the teleprompter wasn't working, and Trump says he wants an investigation. I do not want an investigation. I want you to defund the UN. Stop giving them money. It's over. Over. They're not an organization worth being a part of. An organization that has a whole section dedicated to supporting Hamas and leading an attack on Israelis. That's what UNRWA did. An entire organization that never met a despot it didn't like and only has a problem with Western democracies and never has a problem with the people who are murderers. That has not solved a problem. And Trump made note of this in his speech. 7 wars I've stopped, even if you disagree with the concept. He's at least trying, and the UN never called to say, hey, how can we help? Because that's not what they do. What they do is take your money, taxpayer money from all around the globe, go out to eat fancy dinners on your dime, and then lecture you about why you're a bad person. Defund the UN, Mr. President. No investigation needed. We've done the investigation. We find them guilty. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
West side crash northbound to 465 at West 10th Street. The left lane is blocked and traffic is stopped back to I-70 for a delay of 52 minutes. Please avoid. Serious crash on the west side. Holt Road at Michigan Street. T-bone crash. 1 car off in the trees. I'm staying clear. Northwest side northbound 465 before 865. Crash blocking the right lane, causing slow traffic back to 79th Street. Inbound 69 delayed 7 minutes. 116th Street. 282nd and south side northbound 65 stopped from South Keystone Avenue up to the South Split. 14-minute delay because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
We're going to talk autism with Dr. Jim Dalton, the CEO at Daymar Services.
Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Your next car or truck comes from Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield, where they have got all of the deals. Guys, if you're looking for a deal that can't be beat, it's Andy Moore Ford. The people are fantastic. And with Andy Moore's Get More guarantee, you'll always get more savings, more selection, and more for your trade. You could drive off in a new Ford F-150 XL truck for under $40,000 with over 100 vehicles to choose from. Plus, you buy a new Ford right now, you make no payments for 3 months. Routine maintenance plans available. Keep things simple and convenient. And you can shop online. As I said, buy your car or truck online. Schedule your service online at andymoreford.com. And they pick up your truck or car. They service it and bring it right back to you. Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. Incredible people. Incredible selection of your next car or truck. Your work vehicle, the Super Duties they have on the lot. It's incredible. Check out the whole commercial space because they can service any commercial vehicle you got. I mean, it's incredible. Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield, 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or online at Andy Moore Ford. That's MOHR, andymoreford.com.
In light of recent events, there has been a call on the next generation to stand up and be bold. Life Church's 4th annual Truth Conference is designed to equip them by answering life's toughest questions about God, about faith, about life, about truth. On October 4th and 5th, we are inviting students 6th to 12th grade across Indy to unite in truth. To register and more, visit the events page at lifechurchin.com. It's more than a weekend, it's a turning point.
Hey, it's Big Joe for your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer, Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning. Jim Scott is the owner, and he says they stand behind their work just like American Standard stands behind their equipment.
We give everybody a 3-year labor warranty, and then the manufacturer gives 10 years. So, yeah, people are pretty well set.
If you're in Clinton, Boone, or Hamilton County, call Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, 765-601-1461. Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
At Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, we're here to support you every way we can. From answering your questions to helping coordinate appointments.
The whole team has been phenomenal there. They've made me feel like I'm a family member. I get hugs every time I go in. It's been such a blessing that the great care I've received has been so close to home.
Learn more about Community MD Anderson at ecommunity.com/cancer.
Are you ready to build your custom dream home? Joyner Homes is ready to make your dream come true. Over 18 years, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, have built hundreds of homes in central Indiana, and the best place to start is JoynerHomes.com. That's where you'll find pricing, photos of completed Joyner homes to inspire you, available home sites, and info on where you can visit their model homes, and a lot more. Be sure to check out Joyner Homes' 5-star Google reviews. Get started today at JoynerHomes.com.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, save on new Toyota trucks with low APR financing, including 2025 Tacomas with 3.99%, or Tundras, just 1.75 APR for 72 months.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc. Tacoma monthly payment for 60 months, 1841, and Tundra 1464 per thousand financed. Expires 9/30.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The feds recover bullets with anti-ICE slogans. Clear radar, 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. The rain that was here earlier in the morning has moved out, 75 for a high today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31.
What these ICE agents are doing is they are enforcing federal law. We are a country. We have borders. That matters. That means you have to secure the border, which has been done very well, but it also means you have to do interior enforcement.
That's Florida Governor Ron DeSantis commenting on a shooting at the Dallas ICE Detention Center yesterday that killed a person and left 2 other people in bad shape. Border czar Tom Homan said his life hasn't been the same since President Trump was elected.
Death threats at a level I've never seen before. It started, right after the RNC. You were there. I gave a speech at the RNC. The death threat started the day after, and I talked about the terrorist organizations. How can be wiped off the face of the earth.
And both men spoke to Fox News on Wednesday night. This is some Republicans are blaming anti-ICE rhetoric from the left for attacks on federal agents. California Governor Gavin Newsom recently signed a law banning ICE agents from wearing masks while they're trying to conduct ICE raids. Some Christian leaders say church attendance is rising after political activist Charlie Kirk was assassinated.
It's been called the Charlie Kirk effect, and the evidence lies not only in the pews, but also on social media. One user writing, "Our church was packed today. Hundreds came to Christ through baptism after the service. The Charlie effect? Praise God." Another said he came back to church for the first time in 9 years. Vice President J.D. Vance even noted that his faith has become stronger because of Charlie. Matt Zaruzin, the CEO of the Newman Ministries, that's a Catholic nonprofit working on about 250 college campuses, also reported a big increase in mass attendance.
That's Fox's Kevin Cork reporting. William Shatner is in the hospital this morning after a medical emergency took place last night. That's according to TMZ, which reports the actor experienced issues with blood sugar, prompting him to call the paramedics to his LA home. He's said to be recovering this morning, though. America's Got Talent named its season 20 winner Wednesday. The newest champion, 30-year-old California-born singer-songwriter Jessica Sanchez. The winner nets her at 9 months pregnant $1 million and a lifetime worth of bragging rights. And sports on WIBC, Indianapolis Colts linebacker, that is Zaire Franklin, says Los Angeles Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford is one of the most talented quarterbacks he's ever faced, and he'll be the one tasked with stopping him on Sunday.
His control of the game, his touch, he can make every throw. And the way he's probably the best play the game at manipulating underneath droppers with the shoulders, with his vision, with the no looks. Obviously, he's played, like I said, played at a high level for a long, long time.
I mean, Colts running back Jonathan Taylor has earned another honor, AFC Offensive Player of the Week again for the second week in a row. That's the first time that's happened in Colts history. Sunday's game in LA kicks off at 4:05. Week 4 of the NFL season gets going tonight in the desert as the Seattle Seahawks take on the Arizona Cardinals on Thursday night football. College football, number 11 IU hits the road on Saturday to take on Iowa. Former IU slugger and current Philadelphia Phillies star Kyle Schwarber went deep twice last night. He has 56 home runs, and the Indiana Fever played the Las Vegas Aces in Game 3 of the WNBA semifinals tomorrow. Series tied at 1. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go. And at WIBC.com at 8:35, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Perry.
All right, Ryan, west side crash, northbound 465 of West 10th Street, blocking the left lane and stopping traffic back to I-70. That's a delay of 51 minutes. West side crash, Holt Road at Michigan Street. 3 cars involved, one off into the trees. Northbound 465, northwest side crash before 865, blocking the right lane. Stop and go traffic past West 86th Street. On the south side, northbound 65 slow, Keystone Avenue up to the south split, 16-minute delay because of construction. Eastbound 70 dragging to the south split from Belmont. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
63 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee? I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Good to be here. It's got the Dow futures down 39. NASDAQ futures are down 115. Oil prices $64.49 a barrel on the West Texas crude. That's coming out of the ground, people. Right here. Right here, it's coming out of the ground. The Brent crude coming out of the oceans, $68.88 a barrel. So a little bit elevated, but still in that mid-60s range. The 10-year Treasury continues to climb back up, 4.185. But the story was August was a super hot month for home sales, way more than they expected. Where were 30-year fixed rates at that time compared to where they were maybe 2 years ago when people had to buy a house at these 7% numbers? And if they were like, okay, it's enough of that, we're in a place now where we can refinance. take it, or I shouldn't say it was because these weren't refinances. Hey, numbers are now at a place where we've waited long enough to buy a house. Let's get it done. Maybe you've got sellers who were they had to get out, and this was the right time. Interesting that it took place, though. Then you have two other worthwhile stories. Starbucks is going to close stores, and they're going to lay people off. It's a $1 billion restructuring plan, as reported by CNBC, and 900 employees are going to be laid off. 1,100 corporate workers will let go earlier this year. You've got the new CEO that is in place, Brian Niccol, Niccol. As for the baristas being laid off, just remember two things. A, there are no guarantees in life, and no one guarantees you a job. And if someone orders a Mint Majesty tea with 2 honeys, which was the drink that Charlie Kirk drank, and you write on it racist favorite drink, you deserve to get fired. And no one feels bad about it. No one feels bad for you. There's a story of these 2 girls who destroyed a Charlie Kirk memorial, and now they're getting sued, and they lost their jobs, and they're begging for money, and they're raising money on GoFundMe or one of those things for their legal bills. You want me to feel bad about that? You did a thing. You did the thing, and now you're held responsible for the thing. It's not surprising. It's standard operating procedure. Don't feel bad for you at all, and I don't feel bad for a Starbucks employee who writes racist favorite drink. As for people getting laid off, well, that does happen. I hope you find other jobs. I do. I mean, the company's restructuring. These things do happen. It happens in radio. It happens in coffee. No one ever feels bad for the radio people, though. That's what I've noticed. The world is crazy, but we do not have to be. That's why I bring you the TK, Tony Katz. That is me, Thursday Music Moment, presented by KillADentRemoval.com. You got door dings, you got hail damage, issues with dents with the car. You call Kill a Dent Removal, KillADentRemoval.com, and they will come to you. Paintless dent removal, that door ding repair. They come right to you, make your car look good as new, whether it's the door, whether it's the hood, whether it's the roof. I've had friends use the service. Great results. KillADentRemoval.com. KillADentRemoval.com. That's who you call and make your car look great again. Just that easy to do. KillADentRemoval.com brings you the Tony Katz TK. That's me, Thursday Music Moment. Because the world is nuts, and we do not have to be nuts. So we take Thursday, we take a moment, take a breath, take a beat, roll down the windows in the car, step outside with the coffee or whatever's in the cup. I'm not here to judge. Maybe you work third shift. Breathe. Listen to some music and enjoy yourself. We'll get back to it. There's a lot to get to, and it's nutty. We just don't have to be driven insane by it. The world is crazy. We do not have to be. That's why we do this every Thursday. The full list at WIBC.com. I went to 1982, but the song didn't get released in the U.S. till 1983. And it is the song that made you say, you know what? Overalls are a fine fashion choice. Roll down the window, turn up the speakers, put in the earbuds, whatever you got to do. From 1983, released in the U.S., from the album Touraye, Dexy's Midnight Runners, and the Emerald Express. People forget that part. Come on, Eileen, producer Carl. Hit it.
Oh, Johnny this moment, you need everything. You think I dress my thoughts on the best, but you're dirty. Oh, come on, these people around here, been down I suck and smoke, try face, so resigned to what their fate is, but no, we are far too young and clever to run. I hope this true forever. Come on, Eileen. Oh, I swear. Oh, come on, let's take up everything. We're too reckless, Eileen. Oh, come on, let's. Oh, come on, Eileen. Come on, Eileen, to the right. Come on, Eileen, to the right. Now you are grown. Now you have shown. Oh, Eileen. Sam, come on, Eileen. This place that I really right. How you feel. Now I must say more than ever. Things round and change. I said to
That's this song. The TK Thursday Music Moments presented by Kill a Dent Removal, all there for you. It's a great playlist. Producer Carl put it together. Go to WIBC.com and just look for it. It's good stuff. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
West side crash, northbound 465 at West 10th, blocking the left lane. Stop traffic back to I-70, delay time 41 minutes. Northwest side, northbound 465 before 865. Crash blocking the right lane, 5-minute delay back to West 79th. Inbound 65 slows at MLK 221st. Eastbound 70, stop and go. Belmont into the south split. Northbound 65 is stopped from Keystone Avenue up to the south split at 12-minute delay. And inbound 70 slows from Sherman Drive into the north split and out to Meridian. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 63 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time right now is 8:46. Zillow ranking Indianapolis number 2 among 2025's hottest real estate markets. Home values have risen. They're holding strong. It's a great time to sell. You want to hire the team with proven systems to maximize your equity. That is Mark Dietel. That's who you sell your home with. Perhaps you're worried. With a challenging market, you won't be able to sell your home for the price that it's worth. Mark Dietel is the real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he'll buy it. You just pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel anytime. Luke and Emma in Franklin said we were building our dream home and needed to sell our old place at a great price to pay for it. The Mark Dietel team made it easy with multiple offers in the first weekend and closed in 25 days at the price we wanted. Talk to the local Indianapolis agent. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended, the agent who guarantees your home sold or he will buy it. That's Mark Dietel. Talk to Mark today. 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
Hello, my name is Nate Clancy. I'm with Labor's Local 120. I've been with Labor's Local 120 for over 40 years now.
For members of Labor's International Union of North America, giving back is part of their commitment to the Indy community. like helping the Soapbox Derby.
We painted the bridge. The Wilbershaw Bridge is an iconic bridge for the Soapbox Derby. It's been there forever. It was, needing work.
When Indy or surrounding communities need help, LIUNA steps up.
Members that went over there, we seen that it was needing work. Power washed, done the painting, just anything that was needed. And it looks amazing now.
This is Chris Brickey, business manager of Labor's Local 120. While all our members are skilled, highly trained men and women, we are also your friends, neighbors, Little League coaches, and volunteers here in Indy.
Here at the local, I like volunteering in the community. Just every little bit helps. I really got a real joy in doing that.
We build Indy for good jobs and stronger communities. We are LIUNA Local 120.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Head online to the contest page at WIBC.com and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra Thursday, December 4th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Through the mirror of my mind, time after time, I see reflections of you and me. Reflections of the way life used to be. Reflections of the love you took from me. Oh, as I peer.
It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is this TV theme song? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Here's how we play our game. Producer Carlos has selected a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is, and it doesn't hit me off the quick, so I will phone a friend, Matt Bear. Matt Bear, what is this television theme song?
That's Narcos, Tony.
Nice. Well done. Well done, well played. I absolutely love it there. The chat room has this. Of course, the chat room is allowed to chime in if you're following the live stream over there, youtube.com/WIBC. And they have told me that this is the theme to China Beach. I can picture the show, but I can't tell you anything about the show.
Dana Delaney.
Dana Delaney, thank you.
Hey now.
Right.
She's also starring in Tulsa King, which I was talking to you about earlier.
You think I should be watching?
Oh, absolutely. Mr. Sopranos. You would love it.
Okay. I don't know if I'm called Mr. Sopranos. Right?
It was one of your favorites, right?
Oh, good Lord. Sopranos should be amongst everybody's favorites.
So you know the basic premise. Sly Stallone is a mafia guy, and he goes to Tulsa.
Wow. But did you pitch that show yourself?
I wish I had. Tyler Sheridan is a multi-millionaire. You know about him?
Yeah. Oh, Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every single show that he has is a success.
That's one heck of a pitch. Well, what's the show about? Well, we get Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. And we put him in a suit, a really nice suit. Okay, and he lives in Tulsa. Say no more. Where do I write the check? That is the producer Carl pitch of Tulsa King. Right there. Excellent work. Excellent. How'd you pitch Tiger King? Okay. So there's this guy. Yeah. He's in jail. Okay. And he wears really messed up outfits. right? Okay, he's in jail, messed up outfits. All right, so he used to train tigers. Stop. Here's all my gold bullion. Producer Carl, television pitch machine right there. On Tony Katz today at noon, more on how Trump should just totally defund the UN, the latest on what happened with the shooting at ICE agents in Dallas. And Indiana University, graduate programs that want to refer to Mark Levin as extreme. I'll post things there at TonyKatz.com. We will discuss it. IU has some answering to do. I'd love those answers. Right now, Matt Bear has traffic. I'll catch you at noon, guys.
All right, West Side, northbound.